Oh boy. Okay. Let's review this Wahminator Woke Fate movie. Yeah, I know what you guys are saying. You said you were gonna see it. I didn't want to see it. I really didn't. And, based on the trailers, if the trailers don't look appealing, don't go and see this movie. Now I did call in some favors, and I didn't spend any of my own money on this movie, and I'm glad I didn't, because I would have been kind of annoyed had I spent $18 on this of my money. Anyway, now that being said, if you really looked at the trailers and said, yes, this is what I want to see, then you're probably going to enjoy it, because everything interesting pretty much happens in the trailer. For the most part, and you've heard all of the leaks online and the spoilers, and I'm not going to get into spoilers just yet. I will in a minute here, but yeah, it's a Redbox rental, I think, unless you are like the biggest Terminator fan on the planet and you have to see every single one of these in the theater. I saw the second one in the theater when I was a kid. Way to completely make the entire franchise irrelevant. Terminator Woke Fate, or whatever we're calling it. I didn't like that about this movie. Was I entertained by it? I mean, God, I wish I were in a situation where I could have watched it at like 3 speed or something. And I guess maybe that's if something you can do on your time, once this is out on DVD, is just speed it up. Because, I like doing that with YouTube videos that go on too long. That's what it felt like. It felt like something that went on too long and too dull. There was a lot of dull moments. There's also, like, way too much time where you have to, like, read the screen. And that's obviously not, an ist comment. That's just I want to watch a movie, I don't want to read a movie sort of argument, and that's just me. I'm just a lazy American. Sorry, can't help it. Yeah, it's well, what else do I say about this other than I that was 2 hours long. That was a 2-hour movie. That was a 2-hour movie. Also, thank you for subscribing. Oh, and if you guys do enjoy my content, definitely subscribe, share, the share button, like that little arrow one, not even just copy and paste, like, every like counts. I'm really speechless on this movie. I'm really, really speechless on this movie. It is something where, it's, God, I wish I could have stopped it and got up and done something else. And that I could kind of tell by the trailer, because the trailer was slowed down so much. And there's a weird combination of, like, the slow feel to the movie, and then you'll have a scene where it's like, oh, and this is kind of interesting. I'm kind of interested to see this. This is an interesting development. This is a new thing. And then it kind of goes back to the snail's pace. And anytime something interesting is on screen, it is really almost just there to kind of remind you of how much Terminator 2 was better, and how much I'd rather just be watching Terminator 2. That's all this really, really was, because Sarah Connor's like the best part of this movie. She has all the best lines. She has the best personality, the best character. Mackenzie Davis is really, actually, the cast are just fine. There's nothing wrong with the cast of the movie. They're all really, really decent. They're good actors. They do what they need to do on screen. I'm not annoyed at any of the characters that I'm watching. I think I'm just not the biggest fan of, like, these just endless car chase, explosion, action-y sequences. And it really, really dragged, because there's not a whole lot of other stuff going on in this movie either. And I know it's kind of typical of, like, an action movie, but there's not enough action movie staples in this movie to make it really, really fun. There's Sarah Connor has a few cute lines here and there, right? She has a few nice little bits of dialogue from time to time. But any time, where's the Hasta La Vista babies? Where's something that I'm going to take from this movie and remember? You know, where is the falling into the vat of the stuff and with the thumbs up? Where's any of those moments? Because there's moments that remind me of moments of Terminator 2. Right? There's callbacks here and there just to crap all over it in some cases. All right. Oh, no, not yet. Spoiler. Gotta get this thought out before I get into spoilers. Good movies are quotable. Bad movies quote good movies. And boring movies kind of give you a little bit of a, hey, remember Terminator? Well, here's a line that's sort of like that, but not. And it's not going to be anything you're going to remember or quote. If this is your first Terminator movie, it's an okay place to start. And then you can kind of go back and watch the better ones, or the better one. The better two, 1 and 2, right? But, because I started with the second movie. That was my first exposure to Terminator. Oh, yeah. If you really like Terminator 2, skip it. I would say skip it. Don't let it ruin your memory of Terminator 2, because it's probably going to either make you want to watch Terminator 2 or make you pissed that it makes it irrelevant in a lot of ways. And yeah, I know, it's the time travel stuff. That's kind of a nitpick of my own. But now, score before I get into spoilers. Ooh, 4? 4 out of 10. I'm thinking maybe it's about a 4 out of 10. Is it not the worst thing I've seen? It's certainly not the best thing I've seen. I've seen worse, and it doesn't really piss me off so much. It might piss you off, though, if you are really, really super in love with the characters. And I think the more I think about it, the more I'm going to get pissed off, because I'm going to probably discuss this with people who are a lot more familiar with the Terminator lore and legends and mythos and all of those things of the series, and they're going to point out about a bunch of stuff that I missed by being kind of bored and sitting through this one. So yeah, 4 out of 10. Now, full spoilers, John Connor fucking dies in the first 5 minutes of this movie. Oh yeah. Sarah Connor's out there sipping drinks at a beach somewhere. Where they go, like Costa Rica, somewhere like that. I can't remember where they said they were at. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terminator, comes and just blows him away, right? Like, and of course they say it's like 98, looking like he did in 91. So, I think they said it's 98. I couldn't quite remember I can't remember what the little text says. I usually just tune out if I've been reading for so long. And the Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sarah Connor, those two are the best part of this movie. Nobody in the cast is really bad. It just seems like there's so much, like the whole movie just seems so pointless. It just made the whole rest of it point. Like they have this thing where they just have to go and kill the old movie people, the old characters. They're doing this with Star Wars and Star Trek and all these things where, let the past die, kill it if you have to. And that's what they kind of did. They kind of went in with this and they just shot John Connor right there. That was annoying. That was really, really annoying. So if you have that attachment to Terminator, this is not gonna make anybody really, really happy. It also kind of does all the greatest hits of Terminator, but without getting anything right. It's like listening to your annoying friend misquote everything. I'm not even kidding. It's like, oh, and they're gonna do the thing where he lowers and he does the thumb. No, okay, no. Oh, he says, I won't be back now. Okay. And that's what's so annoying about this. I mean, I liked some of the I like some of the character interactions, but this really feels like such an unnecessary movie of the week sort of thing. Like, this would be something that they should have used as a TV pilot for a TV series on one of their little new streaming services for the streaming wars. That's what it feels like. It feels like a TV movie. It feels like it was a little too long. It doesn't feel like theatrical quality now that I'm thinking about it. Because they're setting it up for, now Sarah Connor's going to train the new chick who's basically John Connor. That's all the whole purpose of this was. That, okay, it doesn't matter. John Connor was irrelevant anyway. Now this new chick is John Connor and Sarah Connor all rolled into one.
Double shiny, race and gender swap.
Because I know that's what you guys are thinking. And that she's basically John Connor. even though her mother wasn't Sarah Connor, they didn't go back in time to kill the mother. They just sent people back in time to kill her. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense, I suppose. I mean, but this sort of thing, I think it's just a nitpick of the Terminator franchise for me, is that every time they make a new movie, it seems like the last one was so obsolete and irrelevant. And that is why so many people, in my comments especially, say, yeah, Terminator ended with the second one. And that's kind of where I'm at. Like, okay, it ended with the second one. They fixed it. They solved it. Oh, but no, they didn't. And now they've even rebooted Skynet to where there's some other organization. Skynet doesn't exist, but some other one does. Okay, what about that? What about that story? It's not Skynet anymore? I don't know. See, now this is what I get. I think I skipped Genesis because, like, who cares about Terminator Genesis? And then now it's like, ugh. I barely remember the one where I barely, with what, Christian Bale. I barely remember that one too. It's an interesting enough concept. It's very generic. It's very much a greatest hits of the Terminator, but changed. So, tell me what you guys think. Did you see it? Did you not want to see it? I mean, does it piss you off that they just completely swapped out John Connor now and made him so irrelevant? Oh, God. That seriously. Why do I care about the other movies then, right? Like, that's what they're doing. Why do I care about the other movies? If you're just going to say, oh, no, that doesn't matter. Nothing mattered in that movie. Screw these characters. And I get it. That's kind of the theme of it. That, oh, yeah, they're all going to die anyway because you can't stop the war of the machines. And they've been doing that since the third one. And I kind of respected the third one for that. And even, it's like every time that they have a great place to end it, they don't. They just keep going and going and going. They really didn't need to go past the third movie. They needed to go past the second movie. They probably could have stopped at the first movie, for crying out loud. Stop adding stuff to your stories. It was a fine story. It was iconic. There's nothing about this movie that's going to be iconic. There's nothing quotable. This is such a generic movie of the week, TV pilot level thing. It could be a halfway decent TV series if they made that, where Sarah Connor trains the new chick. But I mean, but yeah, at the end of the day, I'm meh. It's a meh thing, and it's fine to skip it. I am Mecha Random 42, and I will see you guys on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye! Thanks for watching! If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!